Hello there, my brothers and sisters. Festival of Truth here, Jay from Virginia for the new people. And wanted to jump on here and do a video to, well, let you all know what has been going on. I apologize that I've not been able to upload the long video that I have been telling you about, but as you can see by the thumbnail, there's some censorship going on. I have recorded the long video a few times. The first time it was a 2-hour and 41-minute video. Tried to upload it. During the uploaded process, it was halted due to violating YouTube standards. So I redid the video again, only to have it happen again, and a third time. So I don't know what is in the video that is being censored. I know that, the crackdown is coming to where we're not really going to be able to say certain things that they deem unsayable, but I'm going to continue to say everything that I am. How should I say that? I'm going to continue to say everything that is written in the law and the word of Yahuah. I will not be silenced. If it means I have to go to a different platform, I will. Whenever it comes to longer videos, what I'm looking at doing is making a Rumble account and upping the video there and just come onto YouTube and give you all a link to that video. It's aggravating, but it's to be expected. We are the biggest threat to the so-called elite. We have the message that the world needs. We have that which they need, the truth, the way of salvation. True, a lot of people don't want to hear it. A lot of people think it's a bunch of hooey, but the days ahead that are coming, and they're coming soon, people are going to start to realize more and more as things get closer and closer to kicking off that, hey, something biblical is soon to happen. And it'll be those, few that may get in before the other shoe drops. And, even the vilest of the vile, they're still our brother and our sister. And, we can say what you want about those people that are evil and, conniving and just, whatever adjective you want. But if we go back and we look at ourselves, before we received Christ, we were just as they, maybe in our minds, we think that, well, we weren't as bad as them, but, just telling what we consider a white lie is enough to receive punishment of the lake of fire. The Father said sin is sin. It's us that makes this sin or that sin big or little. And we need to keep in our mind that all sin is bad. We can't humanize the judgments or the laws of the Father. All sin is, it will take you to the same place. But that's the reason why I haven't done the long video. I've actually done it 2 hours and 41 minutes, and then it was like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and then it was like right under 2 hours, because I thought maybe it could be in length or something like that. But no, it's not a length problem, it's a content problem. Too much truth. And like I said, just if you looked at the homework that I gave you, that was a good start on what all is in the video. And you figure I have a whole other like 2 pages of notes that I've added to it since then. I'm going to try and break it down first in maybe a little smaller sections, kind of a little topic like maybe, and maybe even rephrase a couple of words that mean the same thing, but might avoid their little algorithm. It really does anger you, because I don't like to be censored. I think, especially in the United States, we should have the freedom to say whatever we want to say. The people on the other side of the line that are just full-blown putrid and evil, they can do anything they want, and it's applauded, and it is, even advertised for people to watch it. It's pushed for people to see it, and that's not the things that we need to see. We need to see the truth, and it's the truth that sets us free. And the noose is starting to close upon those who are speaking truth and speaking that which would set people free from, themselves and from sin, period. It's nothing about me. It's all about the message. It's the message that they don't want out there. And I don't care who you are. We all need to hear this, because there's none of us, and I do mean none, including myself, that couldn't spend more time with the Father. I mean, even though, I spend a lot of time with the Father and that, but we can always do more. And sadly, people don't want to hear that. I've put stuff up on the community page about, everyone needs to know, because people make jokes about it, that God sends people to hell. And that's not the truth. Yahuah sends no one to hell. He just honors your decision. It's your choice. You chose not to follow him. You chose not to obey. You chose the devil as your father. Therefore, he obeys your decision and lets you have exactly what you asked for. It's just, the devil is really crafty about making what he has to offer looks so good. But in the end, it's just a lake of fire. People have become so deceived, even in the four-wall indoctrination centers. There is so much strife and backbiting and lies and deceit and corruption. I don't even know how it even stands anymore. I don't understand how these four-wall indoctrination centers can have anyone that are truly hooked up to the Father going to them anymore. Because the world is now on display in these four-wall indoctrination centers. I mean, twerking for Christ? You got to be kidding me, right? Half-naked people up on stage singing like they're Beyonce or Jay-Z or whoever you want to say. That doesn't belong in the house of God. We're commanded to be separate from the world. But people are not taking it seriously. People are acting like they don't believe that the Father meant what he said. And they're gambling with eternity. Their decisions have eternal consequences. And I understand there's some evil people in this world, but they need to be told the truth. And if they don't want to receive it, fine. That's on them, but they need to be told. And it's hard to believe that there would be people in the United States that don't know the truth, but there actually is. There are families that's just never heard it. They don't watch that stuff on television, so they've never really heard the message. Oh, they've heard that, oh, there's a God and all this, but, they've equated it to a bunch of hooey. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Satan. They just believe they're here. They believe all the stuff that science says. Because we, the true children of Yahuah, have failed. We've got comfortable. We've got lazy. But, ever since 2009, 2010, the Father has allowed us to wake up to the truth that we need to be doing what His Word says. Not just sitting back in comfort. We need to go out in the highways and the byways, not going and try to gather people up into a building. We need to go out to them. We go to where the sinners are. But that means, getting your hands dirty. Actually walking the walk. That means trusting the Father for protection. That means trusting the Father for provision. Sick people don't need to hear, well, I hope you get better. I hope you get better. Well, I'll be praying for you. They need you to lay hands on them and pray the prayer of faith. And allow the Father through His Spirit in you to heal that person. Those that are demonically possessed, they need you to have the power of God in you to remove that demon. People can make fun of it all they want, but it's real. And the days are coming, you're going to see things that you'd never believe was real. But they've been here all along. You got everybody believing in little green men and flying saucers and, beings from another galaxy coming here, even though that there is no space. You can't get out of Genesis chapter 1 believing in a globe earth. Oh, yeah, I lost a bunch of people right there because I'm a flat earther. Brothers and sisters, it's time we get real. It's time that we start doing what the Father said we do. And it's going to cost us. In every book of the Bible, it tells us, especially throughout the whole New Testament. I know everybody wants New Testament, because all that Old Testament stuff passed away, right? So let's just look at the New Testament. You know what? Christ tells us, to obey the law. Commanded His disciples and He commanded the crowds. For just one example, Matthew chapter 23, read the first 4 verses. Christ commands us to keep the law. We can't continue having that form of godliness. It's time that we go out. We start doing as He said to do. And if you've never done it before, it might be a little bit intimidating. But I guarantee once you get into it and you start seeing what the Father will do, because He will meet you as you're going to do as He commanded. It's a promise in His Word. He said He would be with us even to the end of the age. The only thing is we've got comfortable, we've got fat, we've got lazy. And now it's time that the work begins again. The harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. Just as it says in the word, pray unto the Lord of the harvest that you could be a laborer, because people are in dire need. And, it's us, the other brethren, that are the hands and the mouth and the feet for the Father to do His will. So, in the next few days, I'm going to start trying to do this content in hopefully smaller form. And if it doesn't work, then I will go with going to another platform and just leaving a link. I know how people don't like to, leave YouTube. Everybody wants YouTube, which, be that as it may. I would think about switching to Rumble and doing my longer videos there if they won't allow me to upload them to YouTube. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I will try to divide this up into sections, and maybe then we can find out which section they're really railing against. Because I would really like to know what they're deeming as content that goes against their standards. Because there was nothing bad said. Truthful? Yes. Did it get in business? Yes. Did it demand change? Yes. Would it make people feel bad that are guilty of the sin? Yes. And it should. That's what the Word of God does. It shines light on our evil and brings us to repentance. It allows us to see the filth so we can turn from it and make ourselves better. If that offends people, then so be it. But, I just want people to understand this is a real war. And I mean, this right here is proof, that they are censoring what we're allowed to put before you and tell you. Anyone that, is trying to sit on the fence needs to wake up, because the battle is raging. And if you don't get involved, you may just get left. So I'll leave it at that, my brothers and sisters. As always, I love you all. I'm praying for you all always. If you need to get a hold of me, email me at jtt@1777@outlook.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I want to wish everybody a happy Passover, not Passover, but a Pentecost, and Shabbat Shalom, because this is a Sabbath as well. I pray everybody is enjoying Pentecost, and I pray that you're spending more and more time with the Father, because that is what's needed. We need to become intimate with Him and make Him an intimate part of our life. He is our all in all. So with that, I love you all. I thank you all for being a part. And I pray the blessings of Yahuah be upon you always. I will see you all in the next one, and I look forward to your feedback. If you have any ideas, I'll sure look at all that you all say. Thank you.